LAN and Wi-Fi both are working.
Okay, very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Because last time when I was there, you people were using your own hotspot for even for official purposes.
Yes, ma'am.
And the class also, everybody was using their own things.
No, the things are better.
Everyone, it has to be. And
After
what
20,
about Sonam Wangchuk protest and other things?
ma'am, Sonam Wangchuk are on hunger strike from last 7 to 8 days.
For
Mhm. For 35 days,
uh,
for
Statehood.
6 schedule.
for what is
6
the
schedule.
agenda?
6 schedule, ma'am. 6 schedule state and statehood.
Hmm. Okay. So we'll wait for 4 minutes, right? 13:40, we'll start. 1:40
Sure, ma'am.
as usual. Because after lunch people take time, but like it is the final session from us. Badresh,
Yes, ma'am.
anything you want to say? Unmute yourself.
It was last 3 days were out of syllabus for me. Like the topic heading was not that informative, but the content was very much enlightening and exposing. So
Yes.
I think it will be utilizable for me in my procedures.
For our group, like who has joined here, all these
Yes,
things
sir.
are really, really like useful in terms of practical terms and future
Like,
we
ma'am,
may
I
want.
have seen all these things, but the workflow that Shaksham sir showed today, that was very like it's like 2-3 times and you'll be able to get it by yourself. That was
Yeah,
nice.
and the YouTube links are there, so there's no
Yes,
problem.
sir.
We can read the things, and
Yeah,
even
ma'am.
I think the contacts are also there. If you want to reach them, I think they'll be gladly respond to that.
Yes, sir. He also said
Nobody
that he
will.
will be sharing the presentation. That is also nice.
Okay, presentation is okay when everything is there on YouTube, so
Yeah.
you can like get what you want very easily.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. Who else? 18. Any other than MNIT participant? I have a query for all of you. See in the chat box when we see the list of participants. Any one of you can answer it. There is a two section. One is they say it's not. Yeah, this one. Not in the meeting. What does it mean? Can you see
Ma'am,
this?
am I in the meeting?
Yeah. Hello.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it
You're there.
means,
Who is talking? Who is speaking?
ma'am, I was saying that there is a there is a small coffee icon. So if you press on that, you're still like, you can hear and go through the meeting, but then it shows to other people that you're not in the meeting. So some people have by mistake pressed on the coffee icon, but it doesn't
Where is
mean
it?
that they can't listen
Yeah,
to what the speakers are saying.
because even you are there and your name is coming in the not in the meeting. That's like surprise for me.
Ma'am, so basically I can hear through the speakers. So I have switched off my speaker because I'm in the room
No,
right now.
no. Wherever you are in the group, like interacting. But
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
list of participants, there is one heading not in the meeting, and your name is coming there. That's my
Ma'am,
question.
if I switch on my speaker, let me see if it shows me if I'm in the meeting.
Okay, try it. Can't hear. Nidhi?
Ma'am, yeah, I was on mute, sorry. So I cannot see anybody being not in the meeting. I can see everybody in the meeting.
Why? So what is in my laptop special? I can see there. Saksham, Labisha, Vartika,
Ma'am,
Saket.
yesterday I could see myself not in the meeting, so it was like even I could see that. Only I was not in the meeting while I was in the meeting and checking myself not being in the meeting. So it was paradoxical, but I don't know why this is happening.
Ask AI. Ask AI. When you are not able to do. Should we start now?
Yes,
Nidhi?
ma'am. Let's begin. Right.
Okay, okay.
So a very good afternoon to one and all present here. I'm assuming more participants will be joining us very shortly. So it gives me immense pleasure to be here at the end of these 7 wonderfully insightful, wonderfully learning days. And here we are concluding the entire program titled Ethical AI for Knowledge Discovery. Every single word that the title contains, ethical AI and knowledge discovery, I think all of them have been very beautifully, very comprehensively covered by all the speakers. And I'm sure at the end of these 7 days, we are all, equipped with much more skills, much more idea about ethicality in the era of AI, in the era of how AI has made everything very democratic in nature, how people have many more tools at their disposal. Within that backdrop, within that context, how we can actually put these AI tools to use in an ethical format. That has been the idea with which we started this course. And at the end of these 7 days, we're very pleased to see how this is shaped up, how all the speakers have each of their sessions, there was barely any overlap. Everybody has come in and presented unique views, and all of them have together. So if I visualize it, it's like a big puzzle that everybody has put in together, chipped in together, and at the end of it, we are presented with a beautiful picture. So that is how I see it. And briefly in this session, I will also invite several participants to share their feedback. But to begin the valedictory, I will invite our program principal coordinator, Professor Manju Singh, to share her summary from the program and what she felt about it. Please, ma'am.
Thanks, Nidhi. In fact, like I will start before I forget it. It's entirely teamwork, and you are like all scholars, Vartika, Nidhi, Shweta, Mahak, Labhisha, Shishti. I think you all must have remembered till now. They have done wonderfully. Like I will say, the management of the whole 7 days workshop, and I am truly grateful. Like without their support, I couldn't do anything. So now, like everybody must be very happy, glad that ultimately we are at the final stage, the last session of 40 hours faculty development program, which is academic faculty development program. And till now, I think even AI and the website and everybody is familiar with the title, Ethical AI for Knowledge Discovery. If you even like search it, you will get everything about it, all the experts, all the YouTube, everything, because it's not like now the new thing. It is already there on the website, and everybody can see it. So this is like actually this is a week-long training program. We know that we are participating it, and beginning on 15th of September, and then obviously we must thanks to EICT and MNIT, because without their support we couldn't organize this. Thanks to Professor Vineet Zawla, EICT and other member, that because of their financial support we could organize this. And I really feel at the time of like when we were crafting this program, we were thinking like how like this in electronic and ICT department will fit this kind of approach, which is completely humanistic in terms of like application, and how ethicality can be, I will say, can be trained to the participants who are using it. And we used to say, like many times you see the young generation, like you people, you are fearless, you do a lot of things. But the same thing when we speak to the little senior and little, I will say, the aware people, they have a like many fear. Like Professor Lakshmi Sharma, Lakshmi, whenever we talk about her, even like Saksham has said about making the website and your profile and resume, again he said, okay, it's always dark side over there. So, but simply, if you remember, there was one written, human intelligence is greater than AI. So that I will say that is the core of the whole thing. AI is there, but only to support you, and HI is always higher than that, and we should consider. And that was the essence of the whole program, that how ethical understanding should be developed, so that we should not be have any kind of fear to utilize, because that we know that we cannot live now without AI. That is for sure. AI is must. Decades ago, when we were talking about this computer or the telephone or many other technology, so this technological advancement, if we handle with care and with all kind of understanding and responsibility, I don't think there will be any fear about it, and we will contribute for the social goodness, for the social impact. And really, because if we are I will say economic making I will say the optimum utilization of resources, even human resources, then that's great in terms of productivity. Like Dr. Suresh Patra, you are from economics, you know that the main aim is like how to utilize resources that so
Yes,
that the
madam.
maximum optimum utilization can be done. So in a sense, AI is also supporting you for maximization of the resources. So in that sense, I believe, and the whole course, whole program, all the sessions were designed to educate professionals and educators that how ethically and responsibly artificial intelligence should be used. And the primary goal was simply that gap between AI theory and ethical application, aligning with the national education policy. Why we are talking about so much about responsible and ethical? So one of the pushes in NEP 2020, because since then everybody is talking about, again my concern is that most of the people are using this word without knowing how to apply it. So clear understanding, I think many of us must be having now, like how to use, so the ethicality can be considered, and the other all the parameters and the matrices which we have discussed in various sessions can be understood well before using AI. So that's the kind of I will say the rewiring of the mindset that AI is not simple technological advancement. Human responsibility is much higher than the technological use. So that way, this program, I believe we have achieved this, that foundational knowledge is given, and also the practical skills are given. The whole program, if we see, there are multiple sessions related to the main expert lecture. Practical skills were given for that, and the core focus of all the things were again addressing ethical dilemma, means like how FDP, this faculty development program, can I will say raise concern about the critical challenges like biases, fairness, transparency, accountability, all those terms which we are hearing frequently in last 7 days. So one was the raising awareness about the ethical dilemma, and second was the providing practical skill. I think you and we all agree that it has not considered only theory, it has also given opportunity for hands-on sessions on generative AI and prompt engineering, because that is most important, how to utilize this. And ultimately, it has focused on the bridging the theory and practice, and all sessions were giving some kind of theoretical knowledge, and that too not only for from academia, industry experts were also there. So academia plus industry resources has ensured that the content was both academically rigorous and the professionally applicable. So I think you all will agree that we have tried to target this, and we have tried to deliver also. So for educators and program, directly addressing the challenges of the integrating AI into teaching and research. Yesterday also, Mahipal was talking about AI in classroom. Saksham has also given many things, which is like again how to utilize all the things for the academic world, and for professional also. It's not only for the research scholars or the academicians, because they are talking about research, they are talking about the literature review, they are talking about how to convert text into images. So all those many things are covered, but also for professional, there was crucial knowledge was given about ethical AI and governance. Because how to use it is okay, but for the professional, and I think many of us can also be having this kind of responsibility where we have to develop some kind of framework. So how to govern all these things, what principles are there, what the foundational things are there which has to be known before deploying any kind of AI. So such as we know, all governance factors and governance framework was discussed, explainable AI, things are also given. And this is actually essential for building trust and ensuring compliance and workplace. So that way, I'm very sure that this program has provided a timely and important opportunity to understand the ethical consideration of AI as it becomes more and more widespread. And the program core purpose was to teach participants how to use the powerful tools both responsibly, efficiently, and ethically. So, with this, I think I'm very sure we are able to sensitize all the participants about how to use AI and, more importantly, how responsibly and ethically. So, with this, I think everybody's stamina has gone on the highest level. So, I'll stop here. And Nidhi, now I'll request you to proceed further.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for beautifully summarizing our 7-day week-long journey, 40 hours, so to say. Now let us hear it. We've been, from us coordinators and from the speakers we've been hearing throughout, but I want to now provide the floor, the platform. I will pass on the mic to the participants. Anybody wants to volunteer to start with their feedback?
Yeah, I want to share.
Hi, Naz.
Who's
Can you
there?
also, initially, can you please introduce yourself, and if you turn on your camera, it will give us
Yeah.
a face to the voice.
Yeah, sure.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. So, like, I had a enlightening experience. This week-long hybrid training program, which was on ethical AI for knowledge discovery. So it was, I think, really important for scholars like us, educators, because previously we didn't even know about, as in the morning, one of my counterpart was talking about, we didn't even know what is Gen AI. So that's true. Like, we were not aware about that. And I'm truly grateful to Manju ma'am for bringing up such ideas for scholars like us, for other educators. It is like, it will be really helpful in our future research endeavors, and when we ourselves will be stepping into the shoes of a professor or maybe teaching in future. So it will be really helpful. And sessions of Manju ma'am, Manoj sir, Cedric sir, Surbhi ma'am, Saksham sir, and other experts were really creative and insightful. I really learned how to think creatively, even in the era of AI, where everything is automated. I can still, instill that creative thinking in myself. So I learned that thing. I learned how I can write, read, and teach in a unique way, in a creative way, using AI. And at last, today I built a website myself, so I can boast about it. Like, being a social researcher, I have built a website on a game. So that was really amazing
Yeah.
and wonderful for me. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks. Excellent,
Thanks.
excellent.
Thanks a lot for the kind words. To participants who are going to go after this, if you could just tell us one skill, one particular skill, or one particular insight that you're going to take back with you, and that will help you in your day-to-day
Yes.
business, that would be great. So, Bhadresh, do you want to go next?
Oh, thank you
Hi,
very
so to
much
say.
for giving me the opportunity to actually interact. And basically, I know Manju ma'am last 3-4 years, and she is like my mentor. So whenever anything happens, I
Thanks.
always I always actually contact ma'am, and she used to actually give the right suggestion. Any suggestion she gives, I generally blindly believe that. So she messaged me that, okay, this is the this FDP is going on, you register. Then I told, okay, without any thought, immediately I registered. Then I was planning to actually come directly to the campus, because here actually some administrative issues are going on. They are not actually giving this period. They are not actually allowing me to go there and have
Yes.
direct interactions there. So I could not actually make it, but in the next future also, I would be definitely going there, because and the you can see actually madam's visionary outlook. See the whatever we are thinking, she has basically taken it forward and actually brought it to us. So that basically to make us actually realize, to learn those concepts of ethical AI. We are every day we are saying artificial intelligence, machine learning, but no one has actually taken steps to actually do this. She has actually done that, and again actually and brought, she has basically brought very good and well educated and also very professional what we say, the people, those who has basically given their deliver their lectures, and that was really very very helpful. Just few days before, actually no, few weeks before, I had actually talked with one of the professor from IIM Srimar. He used to tell that, okay, now the ChatGPT has is basically having this prompt engineering. So that for the first time I heard that particular terminologies, but now today I came to know that what that prompt engineering is. So he mentioned that thing. Even you can use ChatGPT, and there is now people they are actually using this prompt engineering. Now, what is that prompt engineering? How it is basically used? How actually we can utilize those tools in our research, in our classrooms. So many angles have been actually covered, and I'm really grateful and also thankful to the organizer, and special thanks to Professor Manju Singh Madam, and for organizing such a beautiful, and everything is very systematic and very, and you see the even the chart, what we say, the brochure, you see, if you see the timetable also very nicely, it is very simple. This is the lecture, this is the hands-on activity, so there is no any hurry. You will not be bilkul bhi, there will be no confusion at all. It is very so simple. Everything went very fine. I'm really really grateful, and hopeful in the future also some new things will be also coming up. Thank you very much, madam.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot,
It's all
Dr.
team, all my like team members. They have done it. Most work.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you,
Thank you.
thank you to all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh. Yes, Bhadresh, would you like to go next?
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everybody had a splendid week of workshop, and it was very enlightening for me, ma'am, particularly because ma'am suggested me very insistingly that this will be very helpful in my research, particularly, and the technicalities that were exposed, I was exposed to, that gives a very in-depth intuition on how the tools can be integrated in my uh, research work further, and how easy also it is not, it is not something to be avoided upon. It is an inevitable truth now, and the ease of doing it, and the industry experts, particularly Vijay Lakshmi ma'am also, talking with her regarding the ethics and the causalities and the aspects which can go wrong. It was very insightful. She was also personally available. Those questions we cannot ask to any everyone. These domain experts have a much more insightful opinion, which we can incorporate in our own work. And I hope that we'll be able to utilize these all skills that have been pardoned upon us, imparted upon us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful experience.
Great. You were always there. That's why you can understand things. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhadresh. Yogeshwaran sir, if you're there. Okay, maybe I'll circle back to him. He was also quite active throughout the program. Sachin, would you like to go next?
I think they can raise their hand if they wish to. Anybody from the team also, they can also express their, I would say, thought.
Am I audible? Nidhi, am I audible?
Sachin.
Yes, Sachin, we can hear you. Yes, please go.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, team, for the great efforts and a good something productive and something new initiative to bring to the department. Not keeping it only as a social sciences perspective to the department, giving it enrich to the technical perspective, because we are getting a flavor of technical aspects being a student of Technical Institute. So, and I want to add this thing over here. Like whenever I just go attend some conferences and when I meet different students from the university at the different level, I always flaunt this aspect that I'm not stick to the social sciences, going through the traditional approach to study research and do research. This is something we are learning from the Technical University. So as being a part of Technical University, we are learning new aspect from the AI perspective, how we can use AI ethically, how we can put those approaches to our research and giving a new dimension to social sciences research. So this is something really, and these kind of a workshop, it help us more, sometimes it is not all sessions which is more productive from our perspective, but there are one or the other learning which we, it might help us not in our research journey, but as being an academician, or whenever we're going to be a faculty, when we are going to the other university. So these things we're going to gain, I mean, we can take these inputs from here and we can make it explore to the other level as well when we are going forward in the future. So really these things are really helpful for us. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again, and we can bring such approaches again in the future for better understanding for our department. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
It's
you,
true,
Sachin.
actually. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. I was just saying thank you to the participants providing feedback. Anybody else willing to share? It doesn't necessarily have to be kind words. As organizers, we understand, things go wrong, and anything that you felt in particular could be improved, or you would like to see something else to be covered in future programs. We are, also looking for suggestions, improvements. Anybody would like to say anything?
Yeah, that's very important for the future direction. I think it will be good if you can add some more ideas or streams in which you felt that it could have been included in this program, if any.
Ishan,
Ma'am,
would you like
I would like to suggest one thing that kindly allow us next time from online also, that that will save us some of the time if emergency provides
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
that I understand, because everybody has their schedule and their commitment. But looking from the side of organizer, we thought it's always better impact through physical. That's why I thought a few things like the few session or few participants who would like to join as a in person, that could have a greater impact. But because of other infrastructural and other reason, then we thought, let's, okay, online link can be shared. But I think you all will agree the physical in person is always have higher impact. So that was the purpose. But it's okay if you, it's not a like binary yes or no, or you participate or don't participate. In between, if you online participate, so there's some like gain can be done. So we'll see this, and accordingly we'll plan. Yes.
Session well noted. Thank you, Bhavesh. Ishan, Dr. Kailash, Yogeshwaran sir, anybody else? Okay, if not, yeah, Ishan, are you going?
Yes. Hello, good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, everyone. I believe that hailing from a technical institution like MNIT, intersection of artificial intelligence with social sciences is a much needed thing. And via this course, I believe that we learned a lot regarding how we can, integrate artificial intelligence in our day-to-day lives, and of course, with the research work that we are undertaking. So I believe that the course was really a fruitful thing. All the sessions were really good, specifically talking about the yesterday's session of Dr. Surbhi Sethi. I enjoyed that session really much, and it was really informative. All the sessions were informative and good to go with. So I wish EICT Academy and Manju ma'am and everyone present here all the best for the future endeavors also, and come up with such courses like this in the future too. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ishan. So throughout the valedictory session, if anybody else wants to go in, they can still raise their hand and put it in the chat box. I'll proceed with the further proceedings for the day. So we student coordinators have prepared a small summary of all the sessions and of all the proceedings for the 7 days, and we'll be going forward with that now. So starting with Professor Manju Singh, who is a professor in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences here at MNIT Jaipur. Throughout her several sessions, she brought over 4 decades of distinguished experience in academia, research and public policy, and her globally recognized work spanning development economics, gender studies, technology diffusion, higher education. Professor Singh brought a truly multidisciplinary perspective to the theme of ethical AI. She conducted 2 highly engaging sessions and 1 hands-on activity as well. In her first session on ethical AI for social impact, she helped us understand how this is emerging as an independent field of global research and practice. She explained the rationale for embedding social good in AI, discussed the major ethical challenges across the AI lifecycle, and emphasized why equity and fairness must remain central. AI frameworks can be applied to design impactful initiatives and how different disciplines can contribute to this evolving field. Her second session on ethical AI frameworks for governance highlighted both the promises and perils of AI and how global and national governance frameworks existing and potential, these can be applied to these themes. And she also explored how AI is being deployed across diverse sectors in India. The discussion on challenges and the way forward made the session highly relevant. If I remember correctly, we also, as participants, we put this learning to test and we devised our own mini frameworks. That was a learning session. Finally, through this hands-on activity, like I said, we put our learning into practice by stepping into the shoes of policymakers. The exercise was not only interactive, but also gave participants a chance to think critically about AI governance in sectors like health, education, agriculture, and public services. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for those sessions. Another speaker who was here with us during the initial days was Shantanu Agarwal, who is an accomplished AI/ML engineer from the US, currently working at Meta, with his strong academic background from IIT Guwahati and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Diverse professional experience across research and industry. He brought exceptional depth to his sessions. He delivered an engaging, insightful explanation of generative AI fundamentals, introducing participants to the different types of machine learning, reinforcement learning. We also did a hands-on with teachable machine. With other hands-on activities, he made complex ideas like embeddings not only understandable, but also exciting to explore. He gave us a very clear explanation of how LLMs work, what goes behind the curtain. He gave us valuable insights about how training of AI systems actually takes place. So his session being the initial foundational ones, it actually set the stage for for us to understand the foundations, the fundamentals of AI, generative AI, and set the tone forward. I also forgot to speak about Professor Manoj Singh Gaur, who was here with us as the chief guest for the inaugural session. And he is the director of IIT Jammu, and with several decades of experience in the academia, in the research space, and of course, as a technologist himself, he set the ball rolling. He gave us a broad overview of AI, of ethicality issues involved in AI, and how as social scientists or other researchers, we play a key role within this entire space, within this evolving space, and how this role is going to keep increasing with more time to come. So that was his talk was about this. So Mehdi, if you want to go next.
Yes, Nidhi, am I audible? Yeah, thank you. So I'll be touching briefly 2 of the experts that talked. One was Professor Vijay Lakshmi and other was Dr. Mahipal Jadeja. Professor Vijay Lakshmi basically had 2 of the insightful sessions with us. Was on understanding bias in AI-driven knowledge discovery, and then second one was on explainable AI for trustworthy knowledge. And she basically covered these 2 lectures, shedding light on how fairness and transparency are vital for the future of AI. Ma'am herself is a pioneering voice in the field of AI and cybersecurity. Ma'am is having a PhD from the University of Southampton and a degree from the IIT Delhi and JNVU Jodhpur. She has authored over 80 research publications, guided 27 PhD scholars, and led 13 major projects funded by premier national and international agencies. And we are really blessed to have a session from such a learned person. The first session explored how bias can creep into AI systems at multiple stages: data collection, algorithm design, and interpretations. It explains that biased training data reflecting historical or social inequalities can propagate or even amplify unfair patterns. Ma'am also outlined different types of bias, such as selection bias, representation bias, and algorithmic bias, and illustrated how these impact outcomes in knowledge discovery tasks. Her talk emphasized the importance of involving domain experts, ensuring data diversity, and applying fairness aware metrics to identify and mitigate the biases. Ultimately, ma'am also tried to address the bias cannot be fully eliminated, but can be managed through careful design, continuous monitoring, and transparent reporting. The second session, which we had with her, was more about describing AI as a black box because complex models, especially deep learning systems, make predictions without clearly revealing how decisions are reached. This opacity raises trust and accountability concerns. Interpretability refers to the extent to which a human can directly understand the internal mechanism of a model, while explainability involves providing external tools or methods to clarify model decisions. So, ma'am, on large, in the second session, talked about the explainable AI, that is XAI, that seeks to bridge this gap by making AI systems more transparent and trustworthy. Takes like feature importance, visualization, and surrogate models to help stakeholders understand, trust, and effectively use AI outcomes. The second expert, which I'm going to talk about, is Dr. Mahipal Jadeja. He's a leading researcher and passionate educator at NIT Jaipur, whose work bridges theoretical computer science and cutting-edge generative AI with over 14 journal publications, Springer reference book, and presentations at international conferences across Chile, Japan, and Netherlands, and Australia. His scholarship speaks volumes. During his talk, Sir highlighted key insights on prompt engineering and custom GPTs, ethical pathways to knowledge discovery. That was a session, prompt engineering and custom GPTs, ethical pathways to knowledge discovery. In the session, we explored how the way we design prompts and build custom GPT models shapes the kind of knowledge AI can generate. Prompt engineering isn't just about getting better awareness. It's about steering AI towards clarity, creativity, and accuracy. Custom GPTs, meanwhile, allow domain-specific applications from education to research, making knowledge more accessible and personalized. That we can see from the hands-on training from Sir's sessions, where Sir told us about how to use, say, Gemini in the classroom and how to customize and use various functions that ChatGPT is offering. So we were enlightened on that. The ethical pathways part highlights the responsibility to reduce biases, ensure transparency, and keep AI outputs trustworthy. Sir also discussed how Google's Gemini AI can transform teaching and learning within Google Classroom by understanding how to design prompts and integrate Gemini's capabilities. Educators can create more engaging, personalized, and effective learning experiences. The ethical pathways expect emphasize responsible use, ensuring content accuracy, reducing bias, and supporting inclusivity. Ultimately, I think we all, I as an educator, being a part-time scholar and an educator, learned a lot that how I can use AI in organizing online classes and maybe doing my tasks. So both the sessions were really insightful, and I think I'll now pass on the mic to Shweta.
Yeah, hello everyone. As we are close to our ending of this session, it's my pleasure to reflect all the learnings from the program. I have coordinated with 4 speakers, Professor Manju Singh ma'am, Mr. Sidric sir, Shantanu sir, and today Saksham sir. So it was a very great experience for me in the team of organizing team as well as a participant. We have learned a lot, starting from the today's session, which was on deals with Gen AI by Saksham sir. It was very great session. It help us to in the real time we will able to explore the tools and create websites, and how we can create a desktop for a backdrop or the desktop for our own self. It was very insightful, and from that perspective, he also in the end he explained us to how to create our own games, which can help us in interacting our teaching session as well as in learning. So it was a great session from that perspective. He's coming from the industry background, but he has integrated all the social aspects of AI in that. So it was very helpful for all of us. Another session which was taken by Sidrik sir, it was more of creativity and AI. And a very important point that highlighted by the sir was that we have to think from very different perspective all the problems. We should not delegate everything to the AI, but thinking our own problem from very different angles, and then giving very detailed prompt to the AI, and then create images or maybe any creative thing which we want to make it. So from that thing, I think Siddik sir's session was very interactive and engaging for all of us. Now I'll just pass the mic to Vartika to share her insights from the sessions. Thank you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'll summarize about Dr. Surbi Sethi's session. Dr. Surbi Sethi, through her two insightful sessions, provided us with both a practical and reflective understanding of generative AI in education. In the first session, Prompt and Purpose, a practical GenAI workshop for educators, she began by explaining the rationale, the why of AI in education, and the narratives shaping its adoption. She introduced the PATH framework for effective prompting and shared practical rules that can help educators use AI more meaningfully. She also highlighted real applications in classroom, ways to troubleshoot challenges, and the importance of seeing AI not as a replacement, but as a partner in the new human AI hybrid model. The session also included hands-on practice on crafting right prompts using tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, giving educators a direct experience in applying what they learned. In the second session, Gen AI in the classroom, exploring capabilities, prompts, and ethical pitfalls, Dr. Sethi broadened the discussion to the larger AI ecosystem. She spoke about the promises and pitfall of using AI in education and the critical challenges that educators must address. A key theme was AI literacy, moving from theory to practice so that teachers and learners alike can engage with AI responsibly. She concluded with an emphasis on charting an ethical and responsible path forward, ensuring that AI empowers education and rather than complicating it. Together, these sessions gave us both the tools and mindset to navigate the new era, practical strategies for today, and thoughtful reflections to guide the tomorrow. Thank you. Now, I would like Labisha to continue.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, if you could just mute. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about Nitin sir's session, Nitin Mathur sir's session, and his topic of presentation was when to trust AI and when to intervene. Sir made us kind of brainstorm on various scenarios like, will you trust AI if you go out in rain to drive your car, and would you trust it with making a report? So the term trust, he elaborated on that. I mean, it's not a homogeneous thing that we can have in all scenarios. And then he talked about when if AI can be trusted with mental health, justice, etc. And for making us brainstorm, he basically gave us certain case studies, for example, urban planning and criminal justice system. And we were thinking of, we were having like these really in-depth kind of discussions about, okay, if there's this criminal situation, then can we really target a particular area or population? What are the pros and cons of it? So it was extremely enlightening. And he also explained us concepts such as embedding, feedback loop, data drift, black box problem, and we are now using it in our regular conversations, which shows that he was really able to make it very simple for us. And lastly, I would like say that these issues are extremely pertinent, in our scholars we basically review literature and find gaps, and similarly AI must be doing the same thing because it's supposed to make sense of so much data. And now that AI has all these gaps, usually tech and humanities are seen as two separate worlds, but now we see that AI is going to be part of research, and it's also getting adapted in various forms of methodological tools and fieldwork as well. So we have to incorporate it. And Nitin sir, while talking about AI agents, also elucidated that while AI will not replace humans, humans without AI will be replaced. So in order to, I mean, these were certain quotes which I didn't have to even like go back to my presentation. I could just like remember. So thank you, sir, for breaking it down and decoding these really complex problems for us as humanities students. And yeah, thank you for the enlightening session, sir.
Thank you all student coordinators for elucidating about all the sessions. So before we conclude, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks on behalf of the entire organizing team to several people who made this possible. Our heartfelt thanks, first of all, goes out to Professor N.P. Pari, who is the director at MNIT Jaipur and also the chairperson of EICT Academy, to the several resource persons who participated in the program and made it entirely worth. Then also to the ICT Academy, Professor Sahulla at as its chief investigator, other members of the team at the ICT, Geeta ma'am, Ramesh sir, Manish sir, and everybody else. To Professor Manju, of course, for leading us from the front. She has been working for us for months and working with us for months, and it is with her efforts and her vision that the program has been possible. Our biggest thanks goes out to the participants who make such programs actually possible by their active participation, by ensuring that whatever the experts are teaching, by telling us whether what is being taught is actually useful for them in ways, how is it really useful for them. So thanks to the participants, most of them are here, some of them are not. So our virtual thanks to them. And then to the student coordinators and the entire organizing team, there was Mehdi, Shrishti, there was Shweta, Labisha, Vartika, everybody who, we've been putting in weeks of efforts into this, and we really hope to the bottom of our hearts that this program has been useful and in any which way helpful to all of you. I can see some messages in the chats. Okay, thank you, Dr. Suresh, for your kind words. You have been quite active throughout the program, and that has been very helpful to the speakers as well as us to identify what is going well. Right. Anybody else? I think Divya, you also wanted to share your feedback. Are you there? Okay. So meanwhile, anybody else, if you wish to share any words of suggestions or improvements with us, we're always yours. Before we wind up, there are some next steps that I would like to enumerate for all the participants online as well as offline. First of all, please positively take the quiz, which is due by midnight today, because failing which we will not be able to set the deadline for you. And it is the mandatory qualification criteria for the certificate. We can see on the back end on the Canvas LMS that 50% of the participants have still not taken the quiz yet. So please do so by midnight today, and it is available in the Canvas platform. As soon as you log in on the dashboard, you can see that the quiz is due to be taken by you. That is number one. Number two, on the Canvas LMS itself, on your dashboards, all of the reading materials and resources will be available. Please allow us some time to upload all the materials. By end of this week, we presume that everything from the speakers will be available on the platform on Canvas. Apart from that, you can go on to the YouTube playlist. I've shared the link in the chat box. We'll also share this on the WhatsApp groups, so everybody can go into that YouTube live, and they can see all of these sessions are right there. So in case you missed out on anything, or you would like to revisit what was taught and refresh your memory about the concepts that we discussed, you're free to do so at any point. Number three, for the certificates, like I said, the quiz is a mandatory criteria, and so was the attendance throughout the program. So the eligible participants, they will receive the certificate basis these two criteria within 7 to 10 days. Please allow us that much time to process everything at our end. And apart from that, the final thing from my end is that the feedback form from the EICT portal will also be available for everybody to fill in. I understand that everybody has been very kind and gentle with their feedback today. But again, if there is anything that you would like us to improve on, or some suggestions that you feel are better than writing, please do so. So on the EICT portal, where you had registered for the course, you will be able to see the feedback form. And if you can fill that up, that would be really helpful. So that is it from my end. The only thing left now is for a group photograph. And I would very kindly, very politely request everybody for the one final time before we, say goodbye to Ethical AI for Knowledge Discovery, the course, not the concept on its own, but before the course ends, if we can see everybody's faces, that would be really nice.
Can we make a layout so that maximum people can be seen?
Yes, ma'am. So that layout is actually customizable of everybody's own interface. So at my interface, I can see everybody.
Everybody, nice. Okay. So without seeing whether it is clicking or not, be prepared with cheese.
Done. Thank you. Thank you for turning on your cameras. Okay,
Thank
so
you,
this
ma'am.
is
Thank
our
you so
signing. Yes, this is our signing off. Ma'am, do you want to add anything before we conclude?
No, it's thanks again. Big thanks to everybody. Participant first. Team is obvious, and our leadership, including Professor Padi and Professor Savala. Thanks a lot once again.
Ma'am, I wanted to
Yes.
just kindly remind that after all the materials that Nidhi pointed out, they will be sharing in the Canva. Kindly let us know that when we can download it for our use when all the materials have been uploaded.
Okay, so we'll keep active as group for a few days so that all you just keep checking this so that
Yes.
all information can be received properly. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody.